The biggest lie I believed in when I was starting out was that I had to master all the technical aspects of filmmaking.
That I had to wait until I am good enough, wait until someone notices me, wait until I feel confident. Coming from Batangas and moving to Manila, I really thought storytelling was something you earn after surviving enough years in the industry.
Siguro biggest lie na pinaniwalaan ko noon na dati akala ko success means virality, no? Na kapag nag-trending yung pelikula mo, yung video mo, successful yung pelikula mo. Pero most of the time, hindi ito totoo. No, kasi naniniwala ako na relative, no, yung konsepto natin ng success. No, na subjective ang konsepto natin ng success. Meron na ang pagtingin nila sa success ay yung impact na binibigay ng pelikula nila. Yung iba, ang tingin nila sa success ay yung motion, no, yung action, no, na napapanganak ng pelikula doon sa lipunan, no, na pinakikitaan niya ng pelikula niya. So, ayun, yung lie, no, na pinaniwalaan ko noon na kapag nag-trending, yung mga videos mo ay successful yung gawa mo.
The biggest lie that I believed starting out was that you had to know everything. Being in a generation that had access to the internet, a lot of things are expected of you. It's really to be able to know everything, to be able to understand immediately. When in fact, we all have different thought processes. We all have different understandings. And we also have different levels of creativity. And there's nothing wrong with that. What you're good in, I might not be good in. But that doesn't make me any less of a person.
It was a combination of different sources, from books, magazines, and other references, people, from filmmakers, from storytellers. And that lie brought me fear. And that fear I had to overcome through the years.
I think a mix of all of it, but mostly the system. School taught us to wait for our turn. The industry made us believe that there was only one narrow path in. And as millennials, we learned early to respect the process, even when the process forgot about us.
Who told me that lie? To be frank, no, siguro ako lang din naman ang nagpapaniwala, no, sa sarili ko na totoo yun dati. Kasi ayun nga, nung mas bata ako, mas prone ako, no, sa pagko-compare ng sarili ko, no, sa mas successful kong mga peers, sa mas successful kong mga kaibigan na nakita ko noon yung mga videos nila, mga pelikula nila ay nagte-trending, no, nare-recognize ng public. Kaya ayun, no, yung nagpapaniwala sa akin, no, na kailangan ko rin ganun, kailangan ko rin matapatan sila o kailangan kong mahigitan, no, yung reach na nakukuha nila for me to feel, no, na successful din ako.
Who told me that lie? Honestly, it was just a lot of the people around me. Not the people who I'm close to, but the people I've worked with, the people I've talked to, and just society in general. I really believe that, you know, we have that unspoken expectation towards other people that they have to know everything in order to be called good.
It took me a long time, actually more than 10 years. And through that period, I immersed myself in unlearning, relearning, and learning the different facets of filmmaking. And to find my voice and to find that inner storyteller within.
Honestly, years, and I'm still unlearning it up to this very day. It only started changing when I noticed that the stories people connected with weren't the most perfect ones. They were the honest ones. The ones that sounded like home.
Ako siguro, I learned it fast, no? Na-realize ko agad, no, na hindi totoo to. Itong lie na to na pinaniwalaan ko for the longest time. Kasi sa akin, no, kahit ma-recognize man ng public, no, yung gawa ko, kung hindi naman siya impactful for me and for them, tingin ko it's nonsense, no? It's pointless, no, na ginawa ko itong work na ito. Kasi para sa akin ngayon, mas naniniwala ako, no, na ang success ng pelikula o ng isang work of art in general ay nandoon sa impact, nandoon sa cause, no, na gusto mong ibahagi sa iba through your work.
I am still in the process of unlearning it. For the past year, actually, I've been trying to unlearn it because you put that unnecessary pressure on yourself to know everything when, you know what they say, if you weren't deserving, if you weren't meant to be in that position, were you the youngest person in the room? Or no good opportunity that was never meant to come by you wouldn't have ever knocked on your door.
Today, beginners have to challenge the lie that one has to be an expert first. Each beginner has that capacity to learn, create, and share that story. Each one has to find his or her own voice as a storyteller. Each one has that courage, the creative confidence to tell that story.
That speed equals success. We grew up learning patience. Today, beginners are pressured to be visible instantly. But storytelling isn't fast food. It's slow cooking. Depth still matters, craft still matters, and your story doesn't expire just because it took time to arrive.
Siguro yung lie na kailangan ma-challenge natin ngayon, no, bilang mga kabataan, is yung yung quantity beats quality. Na kasi ngayon mas nagiging beneficial, no, yung pag-produce ng mas maraming outputs, lalo kung gusto mo itong i-post sa YouTube, no, sa Facebook, mas naglilin, no, yung mga social networking sites na ito, no, sa quantity, no, na to the point na nako-compromise, no, yung kalidad ng mga work natin. Though naniniwala ako naman na may mga pros pa rin to, may mga pros yung pagpo-produce ng mas maraming work. Pero I would like to remind you, no, na maging cautious ka rin kasi baka sa prosesong ito, no, mas ma-drain ka, ma-burnout ka to the point na baka i-give up mo, no, yung passion mo kasi hindi ka nagtitake ng much needed time, no, to prepare yourself, to think of new ways, no, ng pagkukwento. Kaya ayun, be cautious, no, kilalanin mo yung sarili mo kung para saan ka talaga.
I think the number one lie is, that you need to know everything before you start. The number one thing that stops us from doing what we want or what we dream of is fear. Fear of not knowing. And that's exactly what we need to face head on, because not knowing is only a temporary thing. We all start from there. Nobody starts with what they're good in by knowing everything. It's really just a long process that we have to be more patient with ourselves to be able to get to where we want to.